Hello and welcome to the build-up from RamsTV. Turf Moor is our venue tonight for Derby County's EFL Cup second round tie away at Burnley. It's getting on for 10 years since Derby County last beat a Premier League side in this competition, although their last trip to Turf Moor much more recent. That, of course, is because Burnley were a championship side last season. Promoted in the summer, they picked up their first win of the campaign at the second attempt at the weekend, beating Sunderland 2-0. The Rams drew 0-0 with Burnley home and away last season, but history is not on their side tonight. Derby's last win at Turf Moor came 21 years ago, and they haven't lost at home to a championship team in over 2 years, having gone unbeaten in the league last season. Yeah, Derby may have to grind their way through tonight. That's what they did at home to Bristol City on Friday. That late equaliser from Carlton Morris, seeing Derby pick up their first championship points of the season. Here's what head coach John Eustace made of it.
I thought we started the game really well. First 25-30 minutes was great. Then they scored, obviously, by some really poor play from us from the throw-in. We didn't lock in properly. We didn't do our jobs. You know, that's the second time now we haven't done that in 2 games. So, you know, we've got to keep working hard on doing the basics very well. If we do them well, that goal doesn't happen. Then for that last 15 minutes of the first half, we lost our way a little bit. We became a bit frustrated. But the fans that kept right behind us was fantastic. So coming in at half-time, we knew if we start the second half like we started the first half, we'd be back in the game. You know, I felt we controlled large parts of the game without really causing them any problems, and that's something that we've got to get better at. You know, but we kept going. We could have quite easily gone under there. You know, there's big pressure playing at the stadium in front of our fantastic fans, and I thought the way the lads just kept going and doing what they had to do to get the point was pleasing.
How pleased were you with the impact of the players off the bench tonight, not least Ryan Brewster making his Derby debut?
Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's all about the squad. You know, it's important that when we bring the subs on, they finish the game for us very well. And, you know, I think that the most exciting thing about that is, you know, Bobby, Ryan coming off the bench, you know, they're nowhere near match fit, and that, you know, so you can see the quality players that you know, are part of the group. So I'm glad they had an input. I thought Kenzo coming on as well, and Jacko and Joe Ward again. You know, Joe Ward set up the goal with a fantastic header at the far post, and you know, he's doing great at the moment.
And that's what you need, isn't it? I suppose contributions from everybody, whatever that is.
It is, yeah, 100%. It's about the squad. It's about 46 games, not 3 games, and you know, we're delighted to get a point. We would like to all 3. I don't think Bristol caused us any problems at all, apart from the free kick at the end and their goal, which could have been stopped. So first half an hour was really positive. When you've lost 2 games in a row, you know, and you go a goal down, it's always difficult, you know, from a confidence point of view. But this group will never give up. They'll keep going, and you know, that's a good thing to have.
3 goals in 3 games for Carlton Morris. I guess it's exactly what you brought him here to do.
Yeah, top player, top striker at this level. We need to create more for him. We need to have more bodies around him as well. You know, he's an outstanding performer, and I was really pleased with him.
Attention now turns to Tuesday night, EFL Cup second round away at Burnley. How do you approach this one?
Exactly the same as we approach every game. You know, we want to win the game. You know, it's important that we give players more minutes now. It's a great opportunity for us to get more minutes into the players' legs, and you know, we'll approach it exactly how we have in every other game.
Yeah, the mindset, I suppose, doesn't change at all, despite the fact it's a different competition.
Yeah, definitely. As I say, whatever game we play, home and away, if it's in the FA Cup, the League Cup, it doesn't matter. If it's a friendly, you know, we want to win. So we'll be prepared properly and see where it takes us. And
are these games useful to get minutes in players' legs? You talked a lot about the fact you've still got players out there who aren't at full speed yet.
These games aren't meant for that, but where we are at the moment, yeah, it's perfect. You know, it's perfect, and you know, it'd be better if we had 24 fit players and who could pick from, and we could go full tilt. But you know, it's a great opportunity now to get some more minutes in the boys' legs, and you know, we'll use that opportunity to go there and put a good performance on.
And that's the Derby boss, John Eustace. Now, Joe Ward had a really significant night in the first round penalty shootout win against West Brom. Not only did his fine goal keep Derby in the competition, it was the first time the Derby defender had completed 90 minutes in over 18 months. He also played a big part coming off the bench in Friday's draw with Bristol City.
Yeah, very. You know, it was always going to be a tough game. It was always one where we were going to have to dig out a result. you know, we dug into the end, and obviously like game changers come on and done their bit, and yeah, I'm pleased to have a hand in the goal.
Is that the attitude you have? Game changers when you come on the field?
Yeah, yes. You know, the gaffer has made it clear that it's the most important part, because you know we're going to need fresh legs, and we're going to need the lads to come on and change the game. So it's about being ready.
I know it's a long season and there's a lot of points still to play for, but how important was it to make sure that you didn't sit with nothing after 3 games?
Yeah, so important. You know, we obviously wanted to get something in the first game, but and in the second, but obviously it didn't turn out that way. So we're glad that we got a point on the board, and you know we're just going to keep pushing on now, hopefully.
Looking ahead to Tuesday, it seems as though every goal you score for Derby is a little bit special, and that includes the one you got in the first round at the Hawthorns a few weeks ago. How highly would you rate that one?
Yeah, it's definitely up there in my top goals. Yeah, it was a special goal, especially at the time of the game as well, and what it meant, you know, to stay in the competition. So yeah, it's important that we're all contributing, and definitely it's what I want to do, contributing in goals and assists. So.
I don't think there is any doubt, but just in case people are doubting you, I mean, that was the intention, wasn't it?
100%, yeah. Yeah, it was. I knew as soon as Ibu won the free kick, I said to myself in my head, I'm shooting here. So, yeah, when I got over there, I did try and move it 3 or 4 yards to the right just to get a better angle, but the ref and the player in the wall clocked. So, yeah, I just had to take it from where it was, but yeah, just went for it and knew I could get it in.
And then we see Callum Elder a few days later get his first for the club in very similar circumstances. Was there any conversation or?
No, I said as soon as he had it, I said, "Oh, come on, do it again then." And yeah, I'm pleased for him because yeah, it's a great goal to score, and yeah, every goal is important.
How important was that night at the Hawthorns for you? Because it has been a while, and it has been a journey back to fitness for you.
Yeah, it's been a long time. It's been a long, hard road, but yeah, finally back in a good place. You know, taking care of my recovery and my strength and everything that's going to keep me in a steady place, a good place. So yeah, I'm pleased to be back, and just want to contribute as much as I can, and hopefully we can push on this season and have a real good go.
There's always talk, especially in the early rounds of the cup competitions, about how seriously teams and clubs take it. I guess for players, you take it as seriously as any game.
Definitely, yeah. It's just a massive competition. You know, we want to win every game. That's the mentality we have, and you know, we've got to go there and give it a good go. And I think it's good to get good performances in as well, because it will, you know, contribute to league performances as well. And if we can start putting good performances in, getting points, getting wins, then hopefully we can kick on in the league.
And Turf Moor, always a tough place to go. Burnley now a Premier League side. How do you fancy causing an upset? Definitely,
always, yeah. You know, we'll go there with you know, the best preparation and give it a real good go.
There is Derby defender and goal scorer in round 1, Joe Ward. The EFL Cup second round is the stage that the first round of Premier League sides enter the fray. There's an all-Premier League type Molineux tonight where Wolves host West Ham, and again on the south coast where it's Bournemouth against Brentford. Sunderland against Huddersfield, another tie that catches the eye. 19 matches in total tonight. The draw for the third round will take place tomorrow night, by the way. This evening we'll find out whether it will be Burnley or Derby County in the hat for round 3. Unfortunately, you can't watch tonight's game on RamsTV, but subscribers will be able to watch the action back from midnight in full. You can follow the action across the club's social media channels, and there'll be reaction after the game at dcfc.co.uk. Until next time, goodbye.